Yeah, like, yo, what's poppin'?
What up?
Look, I appreciate y'all so much.
Do you have like an intro or something?
I don't.
So you probably record that and put it in and
Maybe don't hold it so close to your mouth in case it like, because if
I want to make love to it though.
if it's red, because if it like,
Oh, is it red? Is it red? Is it?
No, it's. Wait, talk.
Am I red right now?
Oh no, you're fine now.
So I'll talk like this then.
Or
This is
something.
cool.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. So thank you for humoring me and coming to this podcast with a person that has no background in any of this,
It's okay.
but that wants to have fun. You know what I mean?
We'll roll with it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have fun.
We're gonna have so much fun.
It's wild because like I think I hit these guys up. I hit these guys up on Instagram.
Yeah.
Put you all in a group. I think I hit you separately. Did I hit you separately before I added you to the
Okay,
group?
you didn't tell me it was gonna be
Yeah.
a podcast. You
I
just said
didn't.
you were like, oh, like I'm working on this project.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. Like maybe
Wow,
it's
what a schemer.
maybe it's a report.
Maybe it's
But
a
then
book
you were like,
report.
no, you're gonna be recorded.
Yes.
And I'll let you know. And we're gonna be talking about your opinions on deep things.
Yep.
Which is
So
great.
and then I put them all in a group chat, and then they all like
Sent memes to each other.
it's meme to each other. I'm like, I'm thinking because I was thinking, yo,
Because you were like, yeah, you guys get to know each other, you send each other memes. Boom, you open the floodgates.
you
That's
know,
all.
I'm like, how
That's what
do
it
people
is.
connect nowadays? Memes.
Memes.
Yeah, meme culture, you know? That's like
Y'all are
interesting.
like, y'all are gonna be the originals. Like you will all hold a very special place in my heart.
Well, I
Whether
hope
or
we all
not
get invited
I
again.
do.
I felt like I was already there. In your,
You were already there. So was Chris in a way. Sammy, you're already there because you're just dope. I know I've known you for a long time, but you're just a dope person. So you're
Thank you.
like you're already there, but even more so. And Taz is my
That's right.
We love you, Taz.
what's poppin'?
That's right.
That, you know. But no. Okay. So yeah, let's get into like what this is. So
Let's do it.
so it's the Q and Augustus podcast. So dope.
I like that.
Okay, no. You know what? I've been saying I'm gonna do this for at least a year.
First
Yeah, you have.
And then I had a whole other concept, and then I'm still working on that concept, but it was a much more hipstery. It was much more about like, it was much more about me. It was about like, how do you start? It was like
But
you
this
know,
is like the birth of your labor. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
just starting.
you know?
You never know what's gonna branch out, right?
right. But like, I'm glad that I listened to people's opinions and like just decided to make a podcast about the questions I asked on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think it just makes more sense.
I think that's a great way to do it. Yeah.
My other like hipstery podcast will come in time.
Exactly.
But it will
Yeah.
become.
History podcast.
But it will come in this weird way, you know.
But but like the hipster, like have you imagined or envisioned what the setting would be like? How hipster can it be?
Oh yeah, if I ever like, okay, say I do this well,
Yeah.
and I get like going with this, and it's like not even well as in people listen to it, as in like I actually just get to do it,
Yeah.
like it actually works, like we
Yeah.
actually get it on something, and then I continue doing it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be weird. It's gonna get pretty weird up in here. I'm gonna
Yeah.
Okay.
my other one is gonna be super like. Yeah, super odd, right? You know me, you know me.
But like I'm interested to see the visuals too, because you have Taz right now doing the
Yeah, I
videos
also
here.
didn't know that you were
Yeah.
going to be recording this. I
Yeah.
learned
Yeah,
shit today.
same.
Nah, you're fine, you're good.
But look, everything,
She's
Is
like right
lighting
now.
hitting me right?
everything's like mad chill. We don't have to use things that we don't need to use.
Excellent.
We're both just like, look, okay, you know what? Let's actually talk about like where we're all coming from and maybe how we're all connected.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Sure.
Like, Hernani, want to start?
Yeah. So my name's Hernani Sagra. I am a nurse. Work at I'm a registered nurse, but I'm not gonna tell you where I work. And then on top of that, I'm a dancer, an artist. I do photography. I ran a lot of dance competition/events. Big advocate for a lot of the artists in Toronto, and that's me in a nutshell. Yeah. What's up, Chris?
I'm Chris Torres. I'm the stock manager at Jimmy Choo. Something too big. I'm also a photographer, just like Hernani. Hernani actually was my bully in elementary school.
Yeah, what?
What? He used to bully you?
Yeah.
Fun fact. Yeah.
How did he bully?
What's funny though is that I was the nerdiest guy in elementary school. And
How did he bully you?
Okay,
Like-
so Hernani's a year older than I am.
Yeah.
So he was like the nerdy kid of the cool kids, and I was the
Okay.
cool kid of the,
The nerdy kids. Ooh.
So if you're looking at it on a scale, like me and Hernani would obviously like mingle or not mingle.
Connect. You guys are meant to be
pretty
friends.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he used to bully me because the other kids used to bully him. So obviously it's just like a chain.
Like
of
a trickle
bullying.
down, like another stuff.
I would stop the bullying, obviously.
Yeah.
He would continue.
That's something to
And-
talk about therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yo, that's true. That sounds like we didn't even ask the question. Like, we're just already.
Let's talk about why bullies bully.
Yeah. But that is my brother, so it's all good.
That's not cute. Well, okay, like, have you guys talked through that? Isn't that like maybe a pain point in your brotherhoodness?
Or it makes them stronger.
Possibly.
It strengthens the relationship.
I don't think we needed to talk about it.
No, I don't think we can talk about that.
It was more of like through the hardships that we had to go through together. We danced together, all that stuff. And like I was his confidant in certain relationships, vice versa. He was also. And we kind of just realized that you're my boy.
Yeah.
You're my bro for life.
It's like a unspoken thing. It's like,
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's dope. Taz, who are you? Talk to me, bro.
I'm just the guy, you know what I'm saying?
He's just the guy.
Just the guy.
He's a technical
I think-
genius. That's what he is.
He's
To
your
be-
sound engineer.
I think he's definitely like, it's the best way to describe the guy. Like, every time I see Taz, it's like in 5-year intervals, and it's nice that I see you on a regular basis now. Whenever I do see him, he has another skill. Like last time, I think he was catering the last time I saw him. Before that, he was doing something else. It's like, it's just like, I've never seen like a jack of all trades type of person. And just like mad cool. Anyways, that's Taz. Taz is super, super dope. We all used to dance together and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all like little
Oh my gosh, everyone here
creatives.
dances.
We used to, or everyone's like
Retired.
a little hipster, a little creative
I'm not
hipster.
retired just yet.
I'm okay.
he's still all out.
Dude, you're definitely creative. No, you're okay. Sammy Cruz. Let's talk.
I mean, like,
Let's talk. Yes, you are.
No, I'm not that creative. Okay. Anyways, hi, I'm Sammy Cruz.
Yeah.
Not the porn star, because there is a porn star.
I didn't even know that.
I did not know that.
There is a porn star with the same
Wow,
name as me.
I'm not gonna Google that.
Everyone
I'll
Google
look it up
it.
later.
Everyone
I had no
Google
idea.
it.
Did you get that video? Yeah.
I'm Sammy Cruz, but I'm not the porn star. I'm not the porn star. I met Adrian through his roommate's girlfriend, and we like really vibed. We smoke up together a lot. I don't know.
Nice.
Look, yeah, we got really high.
Yeah, we on Saturday.
Saturday, like,
I was so
shit.
pissed. I thought
Like,
that
to this day, I was
rainbows
at
were
work.
coming out of my skin.
Real shit. I was like, to this day, I was
I
at
feel my
work.
feet.
From like your pores and shit.
Like from my pores, like
Wow.
it was
Rainbows?
crazy. Yeah, rainbows.
Yeah, like I was at
That's
work,
magical.
like,
Yeah. There was
wow, I
a
shouldn't
turtle
have done
at
that.
this party that we were at on Saturday, and I had a full outer body experience, and I was
With-
in the
with the
tank.
turtle.
I was in the tank
With the
with the turtle on
With
top
the
of the turtle,
That's crazy.
like
Yeah, she's
going
not
on
lying.
some fucking anime Pocahontas
That's
shit.
crazy.
Yeah, it was kind of
Yeah.
weird. It was really.
I can totally imagine.
She
Like
got me into
colors
that
of
turtle.
the wind, but in real life.
That's
That's
like
what kids talk
a Miyazaki film kind of thing.
That's
But yeah, like Spirited
Oh,
Away. Spirited
yeah.
Away. Spirited
Okay,
Away.
that's sick. That's
Oh,
sick.
wait.
And I was Bo, like the baby in Spirited Away.
That's beautiful.
Yo,
That's beautiful.
love that. Anyways,
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's who I am.
Good. Okay, so
Happy to be here.
thank you for coming. As you may or may not have known, or me,
Yeah.
my name is Augustus Knight.
Woo!
Good, okay, that's
Hostess of the mostest.
Yeah. As you may or may not know, I have an Instagram where I ask questions from time to time about like politics to personal things to music, sports sometimes. Not really sports, but I said sports because people
Dance.
talk about sports.
Sometimes.
I already one time I did sports.
Sometimes, yeah.
Ask questions.
I answer all of
Do
those.
you? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Anyways, I ask a lot of questions to
Cool,
people
cool.
on Instagram because I just want people's perspective. I think one thing that we do kind of lack in the world right now is although we have a lot of information, I think we lack perspective. I don't think we take the time to see where other people are coming from sometimes.
That's true, man.
And so like I love reposting everything that people say because I want everybody to like, whether it's funny or dumb or serious.
But like build
or,
their own opinion, you know?
I like everyone just to see what everyone is thinking about from, and even though I know that we already have that through Instagram and through comments and through, it's another form of that. So that's been really, really fun, and I've seen that people have continued to answer these questions. So why not kind of go deeper? Why not take it to like another level where we're bringing people?
I like it when it goes deeper.
Well, can I just say that ever since you started, like I started following you on Instagram and you started doing that, as we all know, like social media can be really vapid and shallow. And you like flip through your stories and you just see people doing all of this really basic girl or boy shit.
Yeah.
And it just makes you kind of lose faith and lose hope, and you're like, is this really what life is about? And then you see Adrian's story, and he asks all these like really challenging, deep questions, and it makes you think a lot, you know. So it's a nice little break from all the
Very
bullshit.
thought provoking.
Thank you.
Which is
Yeah,
you know
I really enjoy
much
it
better.
because
Thank
it makes
you.
you think a lot.
Thank you. And I generally value like people and their opinions. I just like people. I just really, and if you know me I just really am into the people that I mess with. I just really appreciate who they are, and I'm interested into what they want to do and how they want to develop, which is why I'm in the career I'm in. But yeah, I just want to get people that have answered these questions, taking the time out to answer or to a poll or to a question. And I want to go deeper. I want to get to know these people more and more so we get more of their perspective. So these are the first 3 of hopefully many that we're gonna like dive deeper into why they answered the way they answered for one of the questions I asked on
There's steam
Instagram.
coming out of your head
I'm
right
just-
now.
I'm
That's
just
how
curious
passionate
as to
and
what
hot you are.
Let's do it.
I don't
Okay.
remember.
So, all right.
Yeah.
So,
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, oh god.
It's like it's literally like Pandora's box because
Yes.
we don't know what we.
No, you don't remember what you said?
I don't remember anything that I've said
Yeah.
or that which question. So it's gonna be very like.
Oh, I'm so scared.
so I think this was in March. You said,
Oh my god. yeah,
this is
it's
30
March.
weeks ago. Is that March? I don't know.
I probably said
Yeah,
this.
Sometime
I don't
in the
remember what I
fall.
had for breakfast this morning.
I don't know. Anyways, but
It was a bowl of something.
the question. That's jokes. Yeah, can you like swipe up here?
Oh, you want me to swipe left?
The question that we're gonna go through is. I just said choose one. I spelled choose wrong. I said chose one, but I meant choose wrong.
Right.
One. I said
wrong.
I said choose one, forgive or avenge.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I remember that.
You remember that?
I don't remember what I said either.
Yeah.
Forgive or avenge.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go through 3 rounds of questioning based on. We're gonna go through 3 rounds of questioning around this question, which makes sense. 3 rounds of questioning towards y'all about the question that people answered in March.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that right now.
Let's do it.
The first round of questioning, or the first question about. I'm gonna take a pause.
My heart's racing.
You shouldn't be. Be comfy. Hey, bro. How long I know you, fam? You know, it'll be fun. I'm not gonna post anything that's gonna incriminate you, bro.
No, that's not what I'm worried about.
Okay.
It's fine. I didn't use my real name. Incriminate the shit out of me.
I also, honestly don't care.
Fuck.
Okay. Right. That's funny.
Blurry out. I'm blurry.
Okay.
This is just honest
So,
opinions.
the first question about the choose one, avenge, or forgive question is, or is going to be, or never mind, not the first question. The first round is called, okay, no. The first round, right, that's okay, okay. The first round about the avenge or forgive question is going to be called it's going to be called Someone Said. The first round of the question or forgive questions would be called Someone Said. Okay? So I'm going to read an answer that somebody in the room said.
Wait, is Taz included?
Yes. No. I don't know. He's not.
No, probably not because you don't have the microphone.
Probably not.
That was an honest question.
But like Taz can say what Taz is what? Taz is a part of like what? Taz is say what he wants. Okay, so someone in the room said this answer to the choose one, avenge, or forgive. Okay.
Son.
The person said, God would always want me to forgive.
Oh, I know who this is.
Who do you think? Okay, does anyone remember saying this?
Damn, no.
Do you remember
I
saying?
feel like I know who said it, but I didn't say it for sure.
You don't think you said?
I don't think I said it.
Why are you so sure that you didn't say it?
I feel like yes, there's some times where I'm like religious and like I put in religious answers, but I feel like for the most part my opinions are very like
Practical.
yeah, or like I don't try to put in religion as much. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it guides my way of thinking for the most part, but I don't like putting it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because it's
Personal.
it's not just as personal. It's just that if I'm trying to have someone understand me, it shouldn't be from some way that they don't understand. You know what I mean? So it's illogical to try to make someone understand. If you're not religious, I can't explain to you my way of thinking. That's that doesn't make sense.
Interesting.
Right? I'd rather teach from or speak to you from your perspective, and then, if possible, veer it into, you know, my religion if I so forth feel that it's okay to do that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's what I would do.
I feel you.
Yeah.
So that's why you know you didn't say. That's a really cool answer.
That's how I feel like, yeah.
Like that's why you know that I wouldn't say that because you don't like bringing religion into conversations because people may not be able to relate to that.
Yeah.
So you're like, nah, let me just keep that to myself. But
Yeah.
like it does. But religion is something you keep in mind for your own like personal well-being.
Oh,
to
definitely.
yourself.
Yeah.
Cool. That's dope.
My own personal philosophy, man. It's not.
That's dope.
Well, that's what religion should be.
Yeah.
Religion is your own personal philosophy, whether or not you believe in a deity
Okay.
or not.
Exactly.
Right. I feel that. I feel you.
Like, if a religion preaches peace, harmony, kindness, like really good root things that every person should strive to be, then I think that it's okay.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. I feel you. Thank you for sharing that. So does anyone remember saying that?
I
Still?
feel like
I don't think I said
I feel like I said it though.
I feel like, yeah.
I feel like I said
Okay,
it.
okay.
I feel like Chris said it. I felt like.
Why do you think like okay like do you know or do you think maybe?
No, I'm like 70-30%. Like I'm 70-30. Like 70% chance that I said it.
Okay. Why do you like
Because-
what's informing that?
Okay, so going off of like her nanny said, I'm like the opposite of like how his perspective is.
Yeah.
So for me, I try to like balance morals and religion and like my decision making, like all three together. But yeah, based off of like religion first, or at least most of the time I try to do that.
Right.
So seeing questions like that, like, would you rather, you know, do the God thing the thing that God wants you to do, or like the thing that you want to do, so that way you can glorify yourself? I feel like I would always choose like the godly path, or try to choose the godly path, as opposed to like more the human path.
Here's what's wild.
Yeah,
We have a very long history of like engaging about religion.
we do.
And we haven't really talked about any of that until like right now. And like you which is
Are we gonna get into
Wow,
the non-talk
no, we're not. We're not. We're not.
This
We're not.
is about to be like a
This is what
3-hour podcast.
No, this isn't really about my opinion. I'm
I'm
trying to find
hungry,
like
like-
my this is about my opinion. I'm just saying it's very nice. It was like I'm very nostalgic. I'm like, look, for my birthday, bring me something old or like bring an old friend and I will like break down. I'm a very nostalgic person, so me being able to go back to that place right now was like I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that.
Okay.
Even though I don't, that was a very imperfect time. I think I didn't really love myself then. I think that was a different. I don't really like how things went. It was a beautiful time, but like I wasn't who I'm. Anyways,
Did you want
Who you
provide
wanted to
context?
who I wanted to be. I was trying to go. I was learning about myself in a new. And sometimes I feel like, man, I wish I could like say sorry for like not sorry, but like sorry for who I was.
No.
In a way, because of just like I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, okay.
Adrian, how old are you? You're like
29.
You're 29. Okay,
Yeah.
like your 20s are your most formative years of your life.
Thank
I'm
you.
turning 25, and if you were to ask me, like 5 years ago when I was 20,
Yeah.
who I was, like,
Yeah.
it's a completely different person.
It's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it's true.
Yeah.
Like completely different person.
Yeah. So just like I just think of it. That just came to
Yeah,
mind.
so there's
No,
nothing to
but, like,
apologize
that
for
just-
because growth is nothing to
But not even.
apologize for.
But not even. I think it's always good to. I think it's always good to like be mindful of like where things weren't, where they should have
Okay.
been. So I'm saying sorry for that. Not out of like a sad, more like a practical like that deserves an apology. Like that deserves an
Yeah,
apology.
yeah.
No.
Out of a practical way. Just not even for you, just for myself. Just like
Yeah.
man, I kind of thing. Anyways,
No,
thanks.
but take this in.
Right.
You were trying to find yourself, and you're also trying to teach someone at the same time, which is really hard to do.
Yeah.
So big ups to you for
Yeah.
being the big brother, or like
I feel
being
that.
the leader.
Yeah, for
I feel
even making that initiative,
Yeah.
like you wanted to
Yeah.
help someone,
Yeah.
even when you
Yeah.
were like discovering yourself. I think everyone
Yeah.
in this room's been through a situation like that, right?
Yeah.
But
Something to be sorry for.
I think I get where Lane is coming from. It's just like it's more of like through self-reflection and actually thinking way back into it, like
Yeah.
again nostalgic and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this is how you also grow as well too, is you
Yeah.
reflect back on the formative years or the years
Yeah.
that you've gone through and
Yeah.
seen, oh, that situation was something that I now that I think about it, that wasn't right.
Why do you
Yeah,
think
yeah.
they teach history at schools, right?
Yeah.
Like they teach
Yeah.
it at schools, like to show you, like that's why they teach the Holocaust. That's why they teach all of these insane leaders that have like, passed in how many centuries. That's why they teach kids now, presently. So
Of
that
like-
way you know
to
this is the
avoid
world's
certain
mistakes.
things,
This
yeah.
is what they did. This is what
This is how we
happened.
This is what you avoid.
But the
how
world
you
is
avoid.
ever changing, right?
Yeah.
So that's another thing as well.
Let's go. What? Sammy, bring
What's
the
happening
wisdom.
right now? I feel
Bring
smart.
the. What do you mean? You are smart. You are smart. You are smart. Okay,
Tell my
Chris.
mom that.
Huh?
What?
Oh. And we're getting deeper. Therapy. Okay. You said that. Yes. Chris did actually respond, and he was one of the first people to. No, he was one of the.
Oh, you did say that.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah, that was
Yeah. You were actually the first person to respond, and you said God would always want me to forgive. And like I probably thought about what I just said when you said it, but we didn't talk like that at that. We were cool, but we didn't talk. We didn't see. Right. So I didn't want to be like, hey, but that's cool. That's really cool. Anyways.
That's okay.
All right. Cool. All right. So I'm going to the next round. Can you just so that's really cool. Hey, so it's like woo, yeah. One round.
Yeah.
I think we talked about really cool things. Some really amazing people in the room. Y'all are so deep and intellectual, and like you just I like it. I like it's not like shallow. It's good. All right. Round 2. You said. So I'm gonna just say you said this.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like this is what you said.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So again, now this is round 2, and we're going into the you said round where I'm going to choose a response from someone in the room, mention that they said it, and then we talked about why they said it. Or they get to talk about why they said it, and we get to continue to do whatever. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, to the question, choose one, avenge or forgive. Sammy fucking Cruz
Okay.
on Instagram said,
Handle.
Sammy FKN.
FKN.
Let's just get that started.
Sammy FKN Cruz on Instagram said, I'm a badass bitch.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm a badass
What
bitch.
time was this? I don't.
I was like, okay.
Do we cue in the music for
Oh,
that?
I thought it was gonna be
I'm a
something.
badass bitch. Wait, what are these what are these?
That's great.
I don't know.
See, we could totally add those things.
I'm a
Is that the
badass
intro
bitch.
music to Friends? What
I
was
don't
that?
know. That's like, what's this one?
Soundboard.
Oh, that.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Rebranding.
it's all about free branding here.
Okay.
So let's rebrand this and figure out exactly what.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
so let me just like wrap it back. Okay, let me go back. So Sammy FKN Cruz responded to the avenge or forgive question with "I'm a badass bitch." Why didn't you say
Is that
that?
all I said?
That's it. Just I'm a badass bitch. Like that's literally it.
Okay, here
I was
I
like,
am
okay.
trying to be all like philosophical, trying to like reach like,
Yeah, so
like
it's-
different heights
I
of my
think
fucking
I think this
consciousness.
is why Lane chose this.
No.
I thought I was gonna say something so deep, like oh fuck, really? I said that? I don't know. In all honesty, like 100%, I was probably really high. I sound like such a.
You're on some.
All right.
But like,
Wait,
wait, was this in March?
You're on some next.
Probably like 30
This
weeks
was
ago.
prob-
Probably I don't know what's 30 weeks ago.
It's March. It's March.
Is that March? I don't know.
I don't know, like you
It's
know,
March.
I've been through some shit, so
Yeah.
maybe I was feeling a certain way,
I feel you.
you know. But in regards, like, yeah, I'm a badass bitch, so that's exactly how I would handle that situation, anyways. Like
Nice.
regarding avenge or forgive,
Yeah.
my general moral compass is avenge, but in a specific way. I'm very much like a kill 'em with kindness sort of person.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I see things. So, you know, are we gonna get deep on this podcast?
Do it.
Like,
Yeah,
say
let's
personal
do it.
shit.
Do it.
So like, I was with someone for a little while,
Yeah.
and he was really abusive. Let's just say it there. He was really abusive, and when we ended, like, I was so depressed. And like it was really shitty. Like it was a shitty point in my life, and that's why I'm telling you that like your 20s are so formative, right?
Right.
Because when I was 20 years old, like I was with this person,
Right.
right? And it was a shitty situation.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, like even though it's been a long time, like obviously shit still affects you. But the way that I look at it, you know, like sure, I could probably ruin his life
Right.
for what I have on him,
Right.
you know, because Your girl got receipts.
Oh, you know what?
Oh,
See, that's
receipts.
crazy.
Let me get all the
this,
receipts.
this whole situation definitely fits in with that, you know?
Well, that's
Yeah.
Because you have the ability to do that.
I-
But first, like, as dudes in the room, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that even had to like
Fuck that guy.
happen to you.
Fuck that guy.
That you were in that space
Yeah.
and that like that male energy that like feels they can do that. To
Yeah.
women, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
So,
That's
so
why.
basically, like, an example is like when we were like at the end part of a relationship, there was another girl that was involved,
Okay.
and he was basically like he would like call me all the time and tell me that he was with this girl and how she makes him feel. And I definitely could have been that person where, you know, I could have sent her all these screenshots and just being like, you know, like he's still fucking with his ex-girlfriend or
Right.
whatever. Like I could have
Yeah.
nipped that in the bud and like completely like ruined that relationship from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know whether or not she would have stayed, but to be honest with you, like it was over for me at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
And who am I to ruin someone else's happiness? Because maybe he I don't know if he's changed, right?
That's wild.
But maybe he did, and maybe he would change for this person. And like I'm very much like, even if I see them, like I know for a fact that I would be super super kind, because like you can
Yeah.
only take the high road, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like why would I want to, like, this girl did nothing to me. She probably didn't even know about me.
Yeah.
Like she did nothing to me. So,
Like he's the one that needs to.
He's the
So
one
like that would mess up her life where
yeah,
she is
exactly.
not even
And like every woman to me is a sister.
I feel that.
right? So it's like, who am I
to like do that. Yeah.
to do that to her? Because
Yeah.
like she's just looking for love. Like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
blame her for that.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah. Even though he's trash.
Sorry, I have a question. I'm curious about this. Not like going into details and stuff like that, but it's more of like, so, you know, like how you said like, oh, like, you know, like I look at every woman as a sister, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. It's just that's kind of like the situation where it confuses me a little, because it's like, yes, you can say this to her, but does that mean, like, does not saying it to her save her, or saying it to her saves her from a lot of trouble? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of like the thing I'm kind of like
well,
curious
I
about.
mean, at this point,
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
this is a
Right.
long time ago, but at
Yeah.
this point in time,
Yeah.
like they were probably at the beginning stages of the relationship, and they're together now.
Right, right.
And you know what? Like enough time has passed where I'm like, I hope and I pray that, you know, he treats her right.
Mhm.
You know, like,
Yeah.
because he knows all the mistakes that he made with me, and it sucks having to have been, you know, like the punching bag and the guinea pig.
Yeah.
He never hit me, but I'm just saying. Like,
Okay, good.
Like,
man.
All right, cool.
metaphorically,
That
he
was,
never hit me, he never hit me.
all right.
Let's just-
I wasn't sure. I was about to be like,
I wasn't
I feel like,
Yeah.
can you name numbers now?
Yeah, yeah. You got really
Yeah,
talented.
I'm saying.
We were about to-
He never abused me
Yeah,
physically,
yeah, yeah.
but like
Right.
it was definitely like some emotional manipulation shit.
I mean, which is still not right.
yeah, that's still not
Just still
right,
messed
but
up,
like,
yeah.
you know, I'm not gonna get into detail about like the shit that he did to
Yeah.
me, because
Yeah.
you know what, like we move forward, right? Like
Right.
we're cuter, our skin is better, like that's.
Let's go. We're here for it. We're drinking
Yeah, that's
water.
what we're here for it.
We're
Like,
drinking our
a lot of
water.
I drink
right?
green smoothies
Let's
now.
go.
I
Yeah,
smoke
yeah.
weed
Put the
now.
spinach in it, kale in it,
Yeah.
ginger in it, put all the things, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so-
Ginger.
Activated charcoal, yeah.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
I don't know about that charcoal stuff. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if that's like actually good for you.
Okay, like
I don't know.
That is.
activated charcoal,
No, that is-
it's supposed to like pull impurities from your system. So like a lot of people use it for like face masks, and a lot of people use it for
yeah.
like for example, if you ate, like, let's say you ate poison, right?
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
like you
Fun
ate,
fact,
you ate poison. When you're a nurse.
Yeah.
When you'd go to the hospital, they give you activated charcoal.
I shoved that down their throats.
And hydrogen peroxide?
Not that.
That's
but
for pets.
definitely activated charcoal.
Activated charcoal.
You
'Cause it, like-
actually?
I do,
Yeah.
yeah. So if they OD on some stuff, you know, like, I don't know what kind of stuff that they ingest, but usually it's like poison or like some pills or whatever.
Yeah.
OD on poison.
Yeah, so I would, you know, or alcohol too.
Yeah.
You just shove activated charcoal
charcoal,
down
and
their
it pulls
throats,
all the impurities,
Yeah.
I'm doing quotes, all the impurities out of your system.
and they tend to
supposedly.
vomit a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do that with animals too.
Wow,
I don't
I
work
did
with animals.
not know that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay,
So anyways, going back to
what you were saying.
Yeah.
I want to just like make sure that we like close off on a bow, because you were saying like emotional abuse. So you were saying when you said I'm a badass bitch, you're kind of maybe projecting like, look, I've been through some wild things.
Yeah.
I am figuring out how to like what forgiveness and or like getting vengeance back looks like for my life. I don't know what it is, but I do know that I'm bod. That's what I do know.
Yeah, I'm a really confident person and very
Yeah.
secure in who I am.
Yeah.
And I think like I try to project that to like
Right.
people around me.
My opinion intimidating. So, but sometimes I'll be wild.
I think you're very.
But like, look, sometimes I'll be on some Kanye shit, and I get it. Like it's kind of wild.
But like you kind of need the dialogue to start.
Sometimes so which is why I started to ask questions rather than give my opinion, because I'm like, people find me intimidating sometimes, because I'll be like all up, I'll be like, boom, you know what I mean? Where I could, and what's funny is like they're not denying it. They're like, yeah, nigga, you're like a lot, and it's like, I love you guys too. You know?
That's why like when we first met, like we bonded so well.
Easy.
Well, also because like you knew someone that I hooked up with as well, so that's like another thing. So I was just like, oh, like
I will edit. I'll edit that.
You don't have to edit that out. He knows. You don't have to edit it out. He knows.
Look.
I doubt he knows.
The T report. Look, are you queuing Augustus?
The T report?
The T report.
T
Oh, sure. I'm too into the mic. Wait. I gotta make sure my shit's not too.
Your levels are fine.
Am I? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah.
Yeah. Back to being a badass bitch.
Yes.
I think to avenge or to forgive, I think it's subjective. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But in my opinion, always go the more peaceful route.
Right.
Because there are very few things in life that are solved, or should I say resolved, in violence and in anger.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? There are
Right.
very few things in life that can be solved that way. I'm not
Right.
about to get into that because it's a whole other thing as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're picking the high road and if you're working on yourself, that's the best fucking revenge that you can get.
Yeah.
If you're working on yourself and like it is. It's the best revenge that you can get, because if you're working on yourself, if you don't even have to put shit up on Instagram to show that you're doing well, you know what I mean? If you know that in your heart that you're doing well, that you're doing good in your career, you're paying off your debt, whatever the hell you need to do. If you're happy, that is the best revenge that you can get on somebody, even if they don't know about you.
That's a good one.
Right? Like,
Because at the end of the day, you're not the one being debilitated.
Amen. Amen. I'm not religious and I'm just doing all these. I pray for them and amen.
Amen. We finna up in Jesus is King. Kanye album dropping soon.
I was waiting for it yesterday.
Yeah, man.
I was like, okay, that guy's actually wild. I can't even. Yeah.
If this podcast takes off and you get invited to Kanye's Sunday service, you have to invite all of us.
Yeah.
That probably won't happen, but look,
You never
if
know.
it does,
Out of all of us, it would be you though. It would be you.
Yeah, it would.
It probably would be you.
if it ever, you be the first people.
Yeah. You don't have to
Obviously,
invite us.
I would obviously have to call Taz first because Taz is out here. He's the guy. They're like, yo, Taz, we're going to LA. Pack your bags. You know what I mean? And then be like, yo, first episode podcast, let's go. It's fine. We're gonna be there. That's it.
The OG crew.
OG crew.
Like the Sunday service travels.
So they go to Miami?
Yeah. So they go to a bunch of different places.
Oh,
so it's not just in like LA anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, so they've been traveling.
okay, so we might be able to
Even better. Love it.
Hopefully this is to Chicago.
Okay, peeps. Thank you. So we've been through our 2 rounds. This is so organized. This is really great. I'm really excited. I love you guys so damn much right now. I'm very happy about what's happening. We have our 3rd round around our questions. And the 3rd round will be. The 3rd round is going to be they said. So it's going to be someone that's not in the room
Okay. I like that.
Okay.
that responded.
Is it the coke and sex person?
No, because they would respond with coke and sex probably.
Probably the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
And it's not that interesting.
shout out to that
Unless it's
person.
like-
Then again, that person has people thinking that my lifestyle's weird like that, and it's not even close. Like, they're painting a very real picture about my lifestyle that's not even remotely close to any of those things.
Also, for the coke and sex person, I hope like we should make it clear that everyone in this room supports safe sex and safe drug use.
I don't know
Okay.
about the first one, but yeah.
Safe sex. Yeah, for sure.
Safe drug use.
Taz is Jamaican. Taz is Jamaican,
You're a
y'all.
nurse.
I'm gonna point that out. Me and Taz is Jamaican. Me and Taz. Yo, Taz, I need to see. You need to be in the video. Can you show yourself, please? You got it. It's the boy. Boy, the guy. Taz, aka the guy. Okay. All right. So this is what they said. Okay, so this is the 3rd round. This is they said. Somebody that's not in the room This is their answer to the choose one, avenge, or forgive question. Okay, they said, forgive and remember, colon, let go of negative feelings that hold you back. Remember the lesson.
Okay.
What do you think about that? So I'm gonna say it again. They said, forgive and remember, colon, let go of negative feelings that hold you back. Remember the lesson.
See, I kind of disagree with that a little bit. I mean, like, for the most part, I think about it, it's like, with that whole, like, forgive and forget thing, it's like, it's a process. There's no way in hell that, like, you know, a person can fully forgive their demons. The only way I say that is because there's one person, it's funny enough, it was one of my exes too, right? That, like, tore up my heart and everything.
It's here recording.
Oh, baby.
Oh, no, that's fine. She can hear about this. I don't care.
Shout out to his.
No, man. It's
No, I mean, am I clocking it, right? Am I clocking?
You know who it is.
Am I clocking?
What do you mean?
I said clocking as am I following you?
Yeah, you follow me. You know who this is. Anyways.
Yeah, you do.
You know who this is. Anyways.
I do.
Right. I'm a very, like,
I know who it
hopeless. No.
You will.
No, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a hopeless romantic.
Oh, he definitely. It's like to the point. But yeah, continue.
Yeah. But anyways,
Yeah.
it's just one of those things where
Yeah.
she even taught me this. Is like,
Yeah.
you know, is like I can forgive, but I can never forget the feeling.
Yeah.
I can totally forgive, like, all the things that you've done. It's cool. Like, you don't want to hang that on your neck or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, even when you reminisce and if you try to, like, nostalgic and
Yeah.
think about it,
Yeah.
you're gonna have some certain type of trauma behind that.
Yeah.
You know, there's not a day in my life where I don't have my doubts because of what she did to me.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
You're learning.
Don't get me wrong, I forgive her for what she did to me, but I can never forget that feeling. And once I get that inkling of something, I have my guard up, you know? And that's kind of like trauma, you know? Like, I don't think that people can fully let go of the feeling.
So you agree with the person, what you're saying? Because they said forgive and remember.
Forgive and remember. Oh, okay.
Because
I thought
they
they
said
said not the feeling, that's why.
They said okay, well, yeah. Let me just read it again. They said forgive and remember, colon. Let go of the negative feelings that hold you back. Remember the lesson. Okay. So I see what you're saying. I see. Okay, maybe you like agree with like.
I feel like
The
you still
wording-
have the feeling.
You have the feeling because I can't remember something, but not remember how it made me feel. Like
Yeah, like I remember something, but I remember how it makes me feel.
Yeah.
Which makes me learn that lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you agree with them?
So you agree?
So that's why I said I'm like I can't like.
Yeah, because I agree, but there's a piece that I'm not really.
Exactly.
I'm not really there. I'm gonna say it again. Forgive and remember, colon. Let go of the negative feelings that hold you back. Remember the lesson. Let go of the negative feelings that hold you back.
I mean, honestly, like letting go of negative energy, that takes some time. It takes some practice. Like it's healing, right? Like it's with anything in life. Like we have a nurse here in the room. You know what I mean? Like shit, like wounds, they take time to heal. So do
And
emotional
if you rip
wounds.
that band-aid off.
Yeah, if you rip your
gotta-
stitches out.
You gotta stitch it back up and you gotta let it heal again,
Amen.
right? So and there's that you don't know if it's gonna heal.
Yeah. So. I
So
mean,
you guys,
Fully.
yeah. So you guys agree then?
yeah,
But, like,
I agree with it.
Yeah, so
I
you guys
with it,
agree.
But
I just don't agree with the whole let go of the negative feelings aspect in terms of like and the way I felt like this person worded it. Maybe I misunderstood it, but was like you can completely let go of it and just remember the lesson. I'm like, there's no way you can do
yeah,
both
okay,
at the
I
same
agree with
time.
that too.
You,
know what I mean?
okay, you don't think you can let go of the feeling like eventually?
Well, I don't think that's what he said.
No,
Because I think it doesn't necessarily just the way the question is situated. I think it means like eventually or like it doesn't have to be exactly like right now. I think we're taking it as right now.
Maybe that's what I'm
Maybe
thinking.
like
It's just literal,
eventually.
based off of what what this person wrote.
Yeah.
I shouldn't assume who it is, but like, you know.
Yeah.
I'll say it again. I'll say
Yeah.
it one more time.
Yeah.
And then I'll let Chris elaborate because I
Yeah.
think like forgive and remember. Let go of negative feelings that hold you back. Remember the lesson.
Yeah, so we'll always remember the lesson because it's something that hurt us. So obviously, I feel like, well, at least for me personally,
Maybe it's like a mantra.
Sorry?
Sorry, like it's like a mantra. Like it's like something to go by and guide yourself. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I,
So-
negative energy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good mantra.
but I get what you're saying, where it's like it's not like he's not trying to say like do it now. It's more like
Yeah,
it's
no.
a process.
It's
Yeah.
it's like a whole general thing as opposed to like a just now thing. So Yeah. Sorry, can you read it one more time? I'm really slow.
You're fine. No, you're fine.
I think you're.
I know. I'm like,
No,
my brain's going at 1,000 miles per hour.
No, there's a lot in here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to break it apart myself.
Yeah.
That is a lot. It's really deep.
Yeah.
Because like letting go of negative energy, remembering the lessons you've learned. Like I think, okay, go on.
Okay,
Sorry.
can you say just the first part?
Forgive and remember.
Okay.
Let go.
No, stop there.
Yeah.
Sorry. Forgive and remember. So yeah, forgive the person and obviously remember the lessons that they taught you.
Yeah.
Whether it be the good or the bad times.
Right.
Yeah.
But I feel like the bad times usually teach you more of a lesson as opposed to like the good times. Because in the good times you're kind of in like this like happy-go-lucky state where
Right.
everything, where you feel like untouchable.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? All of us know.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh
and then-
yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And then, sorry, it was forgive but remember?
Forgive and remember.
Yeah, okay, forgive and remember. So yeah, and then remember the lessons that they taught me basically.
Yeah.
And
Let
then,
go of negative.
okay, and then yeah, let go of negative energy. So I think this is where we're a little, like a smidge confused, but we all still agree. I mean, I feel like, or at least from my perspective, let go of like negative energy eventually, or like, you know, in time. It doesn't have to be right away, because obviously when you first get cut, for example, you feel the pain.
Yeah.
Just like how the person affects you, you feel that pain,
Yeah.
right? So you can't help but feel like angry or sad, right? And then what's the last part?
Let go of negative feelings that hold you back.
Yeah.
Remember the lesson.
I think
I feel like we're all in agreement on
Yeah,
this. It's
okay.
probably just because of the wording.
Yeah.
But like we understand that it like correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we understand that it's a process.
Yeah.
And like
It doesn't
what
have
this
to be-
person says is
It
correct.
doesn't have to be like a right now
Yeah.
thing. You know, take your time and eventually.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Dope.
And that comes with time and age and
Yeah.
experience. Like,
Yeah.
healing is different for everyone, you know. Some
Yeah.
people turn to religion, some people turn to other things.
Yeah.
It depends on the person.
It
Yeah,
really
the way
does.
that people have with their coping mechanisms and stuff
Yeah.
like that, it's pretty interesting. 'Cause I got like, like working as a nurse and all that stuff. I can't divulge much information. I won't say names, but like just the patients that come through my doors all the time, right?
Yeah.
You start seeing a lot of different people in their walks of life and how they handle situations or traumas that have occurred. A lot of people that come to my I work in Merge, right? So a lot of people that come to me are usually very sick,
Right.
or they're not sick at all, but they want something done for them,
Right.
And it
Right.
changes the perception and the perspective of how they treat other people,
Right.
and whatever trauma or problems that they go through.
Right.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. Yeah, but a lot of people are different, man, and everyone's in different stages. It's a process.
Well, it depends. You can heal in a positive way and you can heal in a negative way as long as you get to the end result of healing, right?
Right, yeah.
Like, I think everyone's been there.
Right.
Where like you go through like
Oh, yeah.
I think like we're all in like our mid to late 20s here, right? You
Yeah.
too, Tess?
Yep.
Amen. But I think everyone in here, at least I did, like I went through a really destructive phase like in my life where like I wasn't doing anything good for myself. You know, I was doing a lot of things that I shouldn't be doing that I know now I shouldn't be doing. But like, you know, I try to live life with as little regrets as possible.
Right.
But at the end result is that obviously I'm still going through it, but
Right.
I think I'm pretty healed. Like I can say that, right?
That's good.
Yeah, like I try. Obviously, people go through relapses and
Issues and
issues.
things.
That's the whole point of it. You gotta keep trying, right?
Yeah, but that's life.
Yeah.
That's life.
You gotta try it life.
So, to tie a bow on this question, should you avenge or forgive?
I'm still sticking with my guns. Forgive.
Yeah, man. I think I'm more of a forgiving type as well too. You know, just like what Sammy said, it's like you gotta take the high road, and it's one of those things where it's like you grow up and you learn. Just like you, I was in like a destructive phase. I did so much stupid shit. Like I mean stupid. I mean like Tad. Like everybody else in this room knows the amount of stupidness that I went to, right, or through, I should say. And it wasn't helpful, man. Like it was screwed up. It put me in a dark place. I had my family worried. I had people that loved me worried about my well-being. And that was like you start realizing that like, wow, shit, like I shouldn't be doing this to other people, right? This isn't the appropriate way for me to approach, and I need to take a different road to this. Yeah, I went all full destructo mode, and I went like complete like you know, like let me like blow up. Yeah, right.
We've all been there.
We've all been there, man.
We've all been there.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think the thing that, you know, scares me the most though is like when you've been there and you have no option but to like, that's it, and you want to end it.
Oh.
You know, and that scares the shit out of me. I mean, like, I think we all know who I'm talking about and whatnot that we've gone through, but like that's something that's like real. And you know, if you're ever feeling that way, if you're ever feeling, you know, like avenge, forgive, forget, or whatever type of like negative loneliness feeling that you may have, just remember to call someone up and just have a long conversation with them and just talk about your feelings.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's super important.
That's so important. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like so many young people now, and I think everyone here is like the child of immigrants or first generation.
Yeah.
I feel like because we live in such a multicultural society, at least with the Filipino culture, I know from experience that like growing up, you never talk about your problems.
No feelings,
You know,
man.
you don't
No
talk
feelings.
about them and you keep them bottled up inside, and then comes out one way or another, either in anger or rage, and that can really have some terrible consequences either on other people or yourself, right? So while you have this platform and people are listening, because I know that people follow you, like really spreading the fact that put yourself in a positive situation, whether like talk to a counselor, go to there are free mental health services that the city of Toronto
Yeah.
provides,
Yeah.
like that the
There's
government
the
provides.
Toronto distress centers as well too. You give them a phone call and
Yeah.
someone's going to be there to talk to you. Like, someone will be there to talk to you. They are well trained. They know how to have conversations about this stuff. And if you've lost someone as well too, same thing. You know, there's the suicide prevention hotlines and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, those are really a lot of the things as well too. Even come to Emerge. Like, I don't care if you have a problem or if you have an
Everyone
issue
heard
with
that
your
right
parents. You come to Emerge and
Ask for
we'll
Nani.
deal with it. Yeah, no, I'm not even kidding. Like,
Yeah.
I had so many people, teenagers and stuff like that. And what's so sad is that with social media and all this other stuff as well too, people don't know how to cope.
Yeah.
They don't know how to cope with their problems anymore,
Yeah.
right? And
That's
they're doing
so
it in
true.
so many different
Different
fashions
Oh my
and
God.
facets,
Ways,
Yes,
yeah.
right?
yes.
Yo.
It's like you just see people online and like, you know, you see people and it looks like they're living all these like this incredible life, you know, like they're traveling and they're going to all these clubs and they look amazing, and but I've honestly found that the most self-centered, shallow people on Instagram are really the most, like, they're the saddest.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and that's crazy because you think that they're so happy and they're surrounded by all these other beautiful people, but yeah, like they're usually the saddest people with the most problems, right? But
Well, it's the people that they hang out with are usually self-serving people, right?
yeah,
They're
yeah.
not there for you, they're there for themselves,
Mhm.
right? And that's rough.
Yeah.
You know, you're in a room full of people, but you feel like you're like,
Alone.
no, yeah, you're in a desert, you know?
Yeah.
Here's what's wild. The question was avenge or forgive, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and we went through.
And
Yeah.
no, but this is not a negative thing.
Yeah.
The question was avenge or forgive. And I feel like I didn't realize where that would take people.
Yeah.
Because like forgiveness or vengeance is a byproduct of trauma
Yes.
or wrong.
Yes.
Hurt people, man.
And
Yes. That's
And
why
it's-
you were his bully, because you were being bullied.
And
hurt
it's-
people hurt people.
and here's what's beautiful. Chris forgave.
I just have to laugh about it.
What's
No, but I love that you did the connection there.
What's
It's like-
cool is that Chris.
My mama taught me better. I shouldn't have pointed at you two. I'm so sorry.
It's honestly so funny.
It's just funny. Like we're chill. We're
Yeah, you
good.
guys are good friends now, and that's really beautiful.
It's good
It's true.
because Chris
Like,
forgave him.
But it's true. Yeah. I
Chris
was hurt.
forgave him.
Yeah.
Chris said, "Yo, this person hurt me, but like I'm gonna forgive them."
Yeah, but when you decided to forgive him, did you understand that like maybe it's because this guy is being bullied?
Oh, that's a good question.
You know, or did you just forgive him
'Cause you're
out of
not-
the fact that like I'm gonna forgive you and we can work through this? Like what went through your mind? Like why did you choose to forgive him?
That's actually an interesting question, though. Yeah. Let me hear
Oh,
this.
let's
Let me hear this.
Okay, we'll get into it.
let's talk about it.
So,
Okay, hold on. Okay, wait.
Yeah, no,
Oh, wait, we'll wait for 1 second.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure. I think we have like 5 minutes left.
Oh, yeah.
And it's cool, but I want to get into it because we're supposed to end at 7, but we started at like 6:30. So I'll just tell them. I want you to get into that.
Okay.
So do you remember the question was what again?
Why, like, if we're talking about like forgiveness and stuff, and the hurt people, why did Chris decide to forgive Nani for bullying him all those years ago?
I need to ask that again in a moment. I just want to wrap up the avenge forgive segment and go to that. So just go around, like avenge or forgive. Pick one.
Right. So I said forgive.
You said forgive. You said.
I mean, like, I'm so stuck in the middle. I definitely think, like, I'm, like, avenge, but in a positive way. Like, work on yourself first. You know what I say to this? Forgive yourself.
Okay.
Forgive yourself.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, forgive yourself, because it is trauma, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times people blame. I know I blame myself when I went through trauma.
Yeah.
So, in order to forgive, I forgave that person too, right? But the real person I had to forgive was me for letting myself go through all of that, right?
Yeah.
So I forgave myself. So you know what? I'm gonna stick to that situation.
Okay.
Stick to that.
Okay, Taz.
Yeah.
Avenge or forgive?
Forgive myself.
Yeah.
Forgive. Taz said forgive myself. Okay, dope. Okay, all right. So, Taz. Okay. So, what? Let Chris answer that question. Ask it one more time. You answer it, and then we're gonna close it. Cool.
Okay. So, talking about what Nani said, that hurt people, right? You mentioned earlier that he used to bully you, Chris. So why did you decide to forgive him? Did you did you have like the mindset, like what was your reasoning behind that? Did you know that it's because this kid is being bullied by his friends, that's why he's picking on me? Like, why did you decide to forgive him?
I don't think I actually like decided to forgive. I don't think there was a specific moment that was like, yeah, I'll forgive this guy for like bullying me. To be honest, like the whole like bullying didn't really come to mind until like later. Okay, so here's a quick like history lesson with me and Hernani. Me and Hernani went to the same elementary school. I was in grade 6, he was in grade 7. I knew about him because obviously you share the playground with the older kids once you get to like a certain age. So obviously we shared like the same playground. I would see him, obviously he's like the only other Asian kid, not even Filipino kid, the only Asian kid in our school. So obviously I didn't really like, a little like interested, like, oh, there's another guy who looks like me here. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
So anyways, we got a little bit, so the next year, Hernani and I actually had a split class. So a split class, I don't know if elementary kids do it now. But so it's one teacher, a split classroom. So there's half the class is grade 7s and half the other half the class is grade 8s.
Yeah.
So Hernani, so we actually had 3 rows of 2 in the classroom. So each row would have a partner. So Hernani had a partner with this guy named Kang. I had like the front of the classroom, and then I had I have a pretty good memory.
Rest in peace, Kang.
Yeah. He passed.
That's right.
But yeah, anyways, my seat was situated in the middle of the classroom, in the middle row. So I would see that Hernani was like getting bullied by like the more popular kids. It was just.
Can I add the context on that though?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was the bully because I was like I emigrated like when I was like in grade 3 or whatever, right? So I was known as a fobby kid, but like I spoke English properly. Get that straight, okay? Facts. I spoke English well. I was also the smartest.
No, you're not fobby probably. Let's not do that right now.
Totally fine. But I was the one that got bullied because I was the one who did the bullies' homework.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I did their homework.
Wow.
They would copy off of me. I would do all of that stuff. I was the nerdy.
Wow.
And this is funny because Taz knows me from high school, so it's completely like opposite now to see where I changed. Where I changed. Yeah. But yeah, continue.
Anyway, so yeah, that's like the whole like. So after Hernani graduated, like obviously my grade took over, and we were like kings of the school or whatever. But anyways, I went to a different high school than Hernani. I went to Dante, went to Percy Johnson. We literally like lost touch after that because there wasn't like Facebook or like Instagram or anything. It was like MSN, but even MSN, like I wasn't really like on it. I was more into like playing sports and like going outside and like playing soccer. And then high school comes around and dancing became a part of my life. And before, Hernani was always like a dancer. He even tried to get me into dancing one time, and he asked me to like do a show, and I was like, nah, this is kind of whack. Like, I don't want to do this. He's trying to teach me like a 6-step, and I'm like, this is stupid. I'm not trying to get my hands dirty. Like, fuck out of here. Like, you know what I mean? So, anyways, he actually comes to my high school because we have this like urban showcase for like Black History Month. So basically, we invite other schools to come showcase like a dance at our school. So Hernani comes, and I'm like, oh, hey, it's you. It's Hernani. How's it going? Like, long time no see.
And you haven't seen him since.
And I hadn't seen him since like elementary school. So I'm probably in grade like 10, maybe 11. And then obviously Hernani being a year older than me, you can kind of do the math there.
Yeah.
Hernani just became that much more of a douchebag in high school.
No!
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was like a redemption. And then he was the nicest guy ever, and that's how he came BFFL.
He'd just be like, bigger douchebag.
No, man, yeah.
So yeah. And then I was like, okay, cool. So in this moment, I'm kind of like, okay, well, I just have to deal with it. Whatever, it's cool. I'm not getting bullied anymore, but like, cause I have like, you know, my own friends, and they back me up, and he has his own friends.
Yeah,
and
you guys
whatever.
were in different circles.
Exactly, right? And we kind of lost touch, so it's kind of like, oh, like, we can kind of catch up or whatever. So ironically, I actually chose the revenge or the avenge.
Okay. The
Avenge part of our of our situation. So because Hernani danced and you always dance, and then because I got into dance, I was like, you know, let me show him up. You know, I'm gonna be in my zone game, all right? You know what it is, all right? Yeah, you've been dancing forever, but you know what? I'm like the fresh meat. I'm like, you know, I got this. I got the energy, the charisma.
Okay.
And that didn't work out too well for me.
Did you battle him?
No, but Hernani's school would always be the school to beat.
Yep.
Whether it be a dance competition or like a
Always.
showcase.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, F this guy. Like, I'm not even gonna talk to you. So
Whatever. So and then Dub came and shut that shit. And Dub came and shut that shit down, boy. What do you mean, bro? Come and catch these rounds, boy. Yo, I can't even lie. Back in the day, I was dangerous. Can't even lie with
Oh, were
you.
you Dub?
Back in the day, I was dangerous. What do you mean? I was bad. What do you mean, bro?
Wait, you know what though? You know what?
Taz is just shaking his head like, oh my
See,
god.
this is why I'm not talking a lot. I'm just asking questions. Like,
You know what though? Throughout the whole process, because I'm just reminiscing about like everything that's happened, I was hurt several times throughout that time. Yeah.
hurt by who?
Oh my god, man. Like, I swear to God, like I tell you, like elementary and like,
You had a rough time in high school.
and high school, I had a rough time.
People were like,
When I was, no, people were dogging me. Like, I was like, it changed from like the nerdy kid in elementary
So, like,
school to
top
like,
dog.
I'm top dog.
Top dog,
But
girl.
I'm only a top dog because like, you know, like I just had like, I wanted that ego, I wanted to feel what
Yeah.
the bullies felt, right?
Yeah.
But in that sense, I was like, I was mean, I was
Oh yeah.
conceited, you know, I thought I was shit, right? Like,
I was laughing at.
man.
This is the T report.
No.
The last two? Yeah. Last two you said, yeah.
Whoa.
No.
Look, look, you have to just for context. Taz is a man of like, I think he chooses his words. You know, he seems very wise. He chooses his words very wisely.
Yeah.
Your words wise.
He chooses his
You
words.
don't
This
get
is
into
just tough.
trouble too.
Yeah.
Like he's not like me. I just be talking. I get in trouble. Everyone makes fun of me, right?
Yeah.
Taz, right? That's why I can't be out here.
Yeah.
He just confirmed Hernani's
Oh, yeah, he's
ridiculousness.
right.
Like, I think it is. We have to just
And
make
if
sure
we're
that.
gonna be honest about this, yeah, I was a complete douchebag in high school. I conceited. I thought I was the shit, right? And thinking back on it, yeah, it was because I was hurt. I lost my mom in grade 9, right? You know, dance was everything that I had, but I was also
Stupid
dealing with.
girlfriend you had too.
Yeah, I was not just stupid girlfriends, bro. I went on like a whoring spree, man. Like,
Oh, everyone's going through that.
We will edit
And you know,
no need to edit, man. Everyone knows like
It's live. It's live.
you know.
God.
Yeah, so like I went off. I'm just saying.
Well, look, I'm out here like Oprah. Get everyone just tell me the secrets. I'm out here like
a confession.
you get a confession and you get a confession. Yeah, you want confessions. Come to Q Augustus and come tell your business. Tell everyone your business.
Okay, Nani, you were a hoe.
But that also came from a hurt place though.
Yes,
Okay.
that definitely
That
comes
came from a hurt place where it was like I had a lack of like
Self-love.
nurturing, not even just self-love.
Right?
It was nurturing. I did not have a mom. I grew up not knowing what a mother figure was, and I felt that to have a mother figure, or to not to have a mother figure, but to have a female figure in my life,
Yeah.
was to be intimate,
Right.
right? So
Wow.
so sex was like my way of being like, oh, okay,
Wow.
you know, love was a drug.
Yeah.
Sex was also a drug, where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, to find a mother's love or to find a female figure's love,
Daganat.
I got a daga. Exactly, right?
Daganat.
So
Daga means like right?
From Richmond Hill, I don't know these words.
He means
Sexual intercourse.
Sexual intercourse.
Yeah,
Alright.
right?
Defined
Okay.
acceptable.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
And then I would cling on to every girl that I felt, you know, madly in love with and whatnot.
You told me you slept with half the city, so you like clung on to every.
No. There was like a hoeing phase, and then there was like a let me be a relationship nanny
Yeah.
phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
You know what? This
What's
makes
that?
a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, I feel you. I don't want to like put people's business out. Oh no.
No, I-
But like,
Let it out.
as in like,
It's fine.
I mean it like as in like sometimes because sometimes you meet like people. Certain people are like super sprung off certain things and like. You're one of those people back in the day. I wouldn't really see you because you're like kind of like caught up with your girl, but in a way that was like a little like weird. And so I was like, oh, like this is a little like odd, but like cool. Do you? I didn't like we weren't really close back then, like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I didn't really care. But like I can see.
But you see it.
And as someone that you know what's wow, we're getting into like moms and I can see that being a thing because for me, me and my father aren't really a thing.
Right.
But me and my mom are a thing, so I was always like, for dating, it was always like, I'm only dating if I need to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I only need that if it's like right because like I grew up with my mom, mother energy, cool. Always like I have that. I'm not like begging for that. It's like if it's right, it's right. If it's not, then it doesn't need to happen.
Damn.
Kind of thing. But like and so I say on the flip side, with that absence, it would be this opposite thing.
Totally, man.
You know?
Yeah.
And on the flip side, my relationship with like older dudes is not good. I do not really mess with like older dudes like that.
Okay.
I don't really
Wow.
mess with like father figures. Like it's something I just don't really mess with them. They're not really people.
That's fair.
And like, and I will have like, I have a ton of dude friends, bunch of dude friends.
Yeah.
But my friends that are girls, I've never unfriended one of my friends that are girls in my life.
Oh, that's so good to know.
Even exes.
Yeah.
Even people that I've dated, I've never like unfriended a girl ever in my life.
That's
For
interesting.
you.
That's
You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
jealous of that.
I feel like that like stems from somewhere though.
From that
But
moment.
you get what I'm saying?
Like woman energy,
That's
I'm like,
sick,
that
that's
shit
sick.
always
Yeah, I
respect
can-
woman energy.
the correlation
Like, grew up with
is
women
sick,
and
yeah.
da-da-da, so it's like, I think is
Two
that,
sisters?
yeah, that's a
another
whole
thing, too.
It's a whole other-
that's a whole nother episode. Okay, we should probably close this down because they may charge me for going on.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you Hernani. Thank you Chris. Thank you Sammy. Thank you the guy Taz.
Thank you for having us.
For the first episode of Q and Augustus, I love you guys. I'm excited to
I wanna
edit
come
this
back.
stuff.
Me
Yes,
too.
you will.
I want
Yes.
to come back to.
All right. How do you stop this?
Red button again.
Should I put